some analysis now from Alexander Titov. He's a Russia analyst and a lecturer at Queen's University in Belfast. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, sir. What do you think Belarus is trying to accomplish here, and how much support do you think it's getting from Russia at the moment in directing these migrants towards the border?
Well, I think it was clear from Lukashenko's interview that he is unhappy with the sanctions imposed on him after he landed the Ryanair flight last summer. And this is a kind of a way of him getting back at the EU for that, in a sense, kind of manufacturing this refugee crisis, which actually strikes at a very sensitive issue for the European Union, because obviously we have very strong, on the one hand, anti-immigrant feelings in Europe, and there's been sort of a series of crises, immigration crises, from that 2015 onwards. But at the same time, also kind of playing on its sensitivities towards the human rights and international law as well. So what he's trying to get is for the Brussels to talk to him, and if they don't talk to him, at least to hurt them as much as possible. Belarus kind of is a small country, can't really hurt European Union, but he found a way where to hurt them somehow. And if they don't talk to him, he'll keep hurting them.
Right. Now, the EU says it's going to impose fresh sanctions on Belarus. Is that a solution to the crisis? Because in the end of the day, there are thousands of people, 8 of which, if I'm not mistaken, have already died from freezing temperatures there, trying to enter Europe as we speak.
Well, that's a problem, yes, that more sanctions is not going to move Lukashenko. He kind of, in a sense, happy that this whole crisis is gathering so much attention, so that's kind of if European Union continues to kind of hold the line, not letting anybody in, impose more sanctions, he will continue encouraging that. If you want to kind of solve the problem, and the problem will get only worse, because as we were saying, the temperatures are getting low. People are suffering. If anyone has to take a responsibility for it, which Lukashenko is not going to, there will have to be some kind of negotiated solution to this, which is something kind of maybe similar to what European Union did with Turkey in 2015 or February 2020,
right,
to kind of ease the tension. But that would be a big win for Lukashenko, and I think the European Union is simply not ready to do that.
All right, I want to focus on that point you made there. Negotiations. Sergei Lavrov has suggested that the EU could pay Belarus to stop people from entering the EU, referencing the 2016 EU-Turkey deal where Ankara agreed to take back undocumented refugees under the condition that the EU would pay a total amount of 6 billion euros to Turkey, which they still haven't paid the full amount of. Will the EU make a similar deal with Belarus? Can we see that happen?
Well, it's a bit more difficult with Belarus because, I mean, with Turkey 2015, you have a genuine kind of refugee crisis because Turkey is a recipient of, millions of refugees, particularly from Syrian civil war. Here, where you have basically people being allowed to come in. I don't know how much facilitated it is, but they've certainly been allowed to come in and break the borders by the Russian authorities kind of deliberately. Plus, you already have Belarus under the sanctions for earlier misdemeanors in terms of Ryanair flight and also crackdown on the protest. So it's very kind of difficult circumstances. If EU does go along that line, then it will basically be a win for Lukashenko, and I don't think that's they're kind of prepared to do that just yet. But at the same time, there is an issue of actual people's lives and conditions on the ground.
Right.
I'm not sure you will completely be able to kind of absolve yourself of all responsibility for those people. So it's a very difficult time. I mean, it would be very hard for them to do same deal as they did with Turkey and did with Belarus, because the conditions are quite different there. But at the same time, I don't see the way out without actually talking to Belarus at some point.
Okay, Alexander Titov, thank you so much for joining us on the NewsHour and sharing that analysis with us.